What's happening? What's crackling, you guys? Drew Deeks here. Deeksy here. It's so much more fun to do these videos after wins, let me tell you. But you know what? I got greedy because after the Habs win games in a season where they're not expected to win a lot of them, you get greedy when they start winning a couple of games. So they beat Pittsburgh, they beat the Coyotes, and they can't beat the Dallas Stars. Now, it was only 1-1 after the first period. I mean, the Canadiens had a pretty decent first period. I thought they were right there with the Stars. But we got to talk about Joe Pavelski because, I mean, this guy, I think I had him in and out of fantasy a few times over the last couple of years. 38 years old. Is this for real? I mean, the longtime serving San Jose Shark. I mean, he's been pretty good with Dallas also, but my gosh, what a night he freaking had, man. And his first goal on the power play, too. The pass from Jordy Ben coming in right to the slot, and Pavelski just wasted no time, and that backhand was awesome. It was a wicked shot. I remember watching it just being like, that was a great shot. Like, there's nothing else you can say about it. But then the Canadiens come back, and the fourth line, you love when your fourth line produces, and the play was all started by Arber Xhekaj with the block shot. We'll get to him in a second. More on him in a second, I should say. But Xhekaj blocks the shot, comes down, and a little give and go with Mike Hoffman, and Xhekaj with the sweet backhand to Jake Evans. He puts a shot on net. Rebound comes right to Mike Hoffman. He buries it to tie it 1-1. And we go into the second period tied 1-1. But it didn't take longer than 30 seconds or less into the second period for Joe Pavelski to get his second goal. And the pass comes right out to him in the slot. Nobody's on him. And you can't even fault a lot of Habs on that goal. But I mean, it was a good shot. It was a well-placed shot by him. And then Dallas goes up 3-1 on the Jason Robertson another power play goal, I believe. But Jason Robertson, former Niagara Ice Dog, by the way, here in Niagara. Just got to give him a shout out. He was awesome when he was here for the short time that he was. But on the bumper and that power play goal, and it was basically a wide open cage for him to make it 3-1. But then this guy made it 3-2 for the Montreal Canadiens. Arber Xhekaj had himself a night despite the loss. He gets his first career NHL goal. The perfect play. I don't know about perfect, but it was a great play from Sean Monahan. Also, he knows how to find guys, doesn't he? After finding Kirby Dach the other night, he finds Arber Xhekaj at the point, and a little head fake from Xhekaj, and then he pots his first career NHL goal. There it is. There's that puck. The one major bright spot from this game is RB, and the jerseys are just flying off the shelves, I'm sure, in Montreal right now, or wherever you can find your nearest jersey store, because Arber Xhekaj is certainly making an easy case for fans to buy and support him. He almost had the Gordie Howe hat trick tonight after wanting to try to go with Jamie Benn, but that didn't go down. Now, this play, though, frustrates the heck out of you because you have to ask yourself, what was Chris Wideman doing on this play? Because, RB scores that goal, gets the Canadiens right back in the game, and you're like, all right, like this is going to be a tight finish. And maybe in my head, I thought worst case, the Habs are going to walk away with like the loser point in overtime tonight as a worst case scenario. But that didn't happen because, as you'll see very clearly on this play, what was Chris Wideman doing? You can see behind the net, this was a battle between Arber Xhekaj and Jamie Benn, which Ben did not want to engage in a fight and give RB the Gordie Howe hat trick. But RB, as you can see, is bent over trying to pick up his stick because he's just finishing a battle with Jamie Benn and therefore is not able to get back in time for, to cut for any defensive coverage that would potentially prevent this goal from going in. But Chris Wideman's a little bit tied up. He got hit before this play. That's why Xhekaj took exception. But Chris Wideman, if you watch the rest of this play, just stands there and stays there. And then, the puck comes out and Dallas scores. And it was a really bad looking play from Chris Wideman. That's all I can say. I think everybody in the world on Twitter saw it, but that was a frustrating one to watch. Let me just say that much. And some people saying he should be the first one out of the lineup once either Edmondson or Matheson is back in the lineup, which is going to be a while away for either one of those guys, Matheson for sure. But that was frustrating to me. That was the straw that broke the camel's back a little bit for me. I think even more so. Well, the main reason this goal was the straw that broke the camel's back was because it was with under 20 seconds left, or 25 or less left, and that was the end of the Canadiens right there. That was the end of the night, except for when Joe Pavelski actually went up and got the hat trick goal on a partial break. Basically got his own rebound, and Jake Evans and Jordan Harris fall into the boards, and Pavelski just puts it short side on Jake Allen to make it 5-2, get himself a hat trick. Happy for Pavelski, but obviously not happy because I ain't a Dallas Stars fan. And it would have just been nice to see the Habs stay in this game because they had every reason to, except for the fact that not everybody was able to contribute. Dadonov and Drouin were the only ones who didn't register a shot on net in this game. Face-off stats, if you want to talk about those just for the heck of it. Kirby Dach still struggling. Josh Anderson was 100% on his face-offs tonight. He won one, and that was his only one. He actually won it. But Nick Suzuki even struggled a little bit. He was under 40% tonight. So, I mean, take with it. I can't talk right now. It's too late. Take that with a grain of salt, I guess. But just the fact that Montreal was in this game for a while, and then just this Chris Wideman play, just I don't know, it just drove me nuts. For me personally, it drove me nuts, and it was just so clear, and so many people were talking about it after the game, and yeah, that's where the game was lost in that play, pretty much right there. That was a backbreaker for the Canadiens, but thankfully RB did his thing, and congrats to the kid. He's becoming such a fan favorite. Everybody has had eyes on him for so long, and now they get to see him in the flesh and see what he can really bring. So all the power to him. All right, well, this is a shorter one, guys. I don't have much more to say than that after this loss. So Habs are going to be at home against the Minnesota Wild on Tuesday, and then they head to Buffalo, where I will be for the game against the Sabres on Thursday night, October 27th. I will be there filming a bunch of footage for this channel, doing as best of a live game reaction as I can, editing that together for you guys. Because I won't be able to do a post game right after. I'm going to try to cut it together. Actually, I might be able to. I'm going to try to get it done that night, so it'll be posted a little bit late. But anyway, hopefully we'll see after the Minnesota game. I am not working on Tuesday, so I might be able to cover that. Hopefully we can bounce back. It would be nice to see that. I like getting wins. There's so much more fun to talk about. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate the support. You guys are the best. Talk to you soon, and go Habs, go.